Hey guys, today I'm going to do something never seen before on the internet. I'm going to destroy a party leader grip. Okay, call me Mr. Party Leader PPK. Actually, the first video I ever did 5 years ago was on the different variations of party leader grips. Since then, I've actually learned a lot just because I put it out on the internet and I got back information. I learned some things about the difference between a party member, PPK, and a party leader or an honor weapon. And I've done 4 or 5 videos on that already, but I've never destroyed a fake party leader on the internet. So that's what we're going to do in this video just because I feel like it. Plus, I don't know how many clicks this is going to get, but I held up this one in the intro, and no, I'm not going to destroy this one because this one is real. It has a box magazine, as it's called. Not sure if that was original to the gun or added later, but this was made in about 1938. The grip was made in about 1938, and the gun was made in about 38, 39, late 38, maybe early 39. So the grips were made and the magazine was made around the same time. I'm not going to destroy this. This is a very expensive gun and a prized collection item. But because I've done so much with the Walther PPKs, I do get people regularly who write to me and say, I have a Walther PPK and I believe it has an original grip. Could you please authenticate it for me? And I've done this at least a dozen times, including this week. Somebody wrote to me and said, I have this Walther PPK. I believe it has an original party leader grip on it. Would you please authenticate it? So I start off by saying, send me pictures. Now, in this case, I knew immediately from the picture that it was a reproduction. There are other reproductions, such as this one, much better and hard to tell. When they're this good, I actually need to hold them in hand to say for sure. So I wrote back and said, you know what, I'm 98% sure. It could be the lighting, because sometimes people take pictures and the color's off just because the lighting is wrong. So all I had was a picture of this, and I said, the color is off. I'm 98% sure that it's fake, and he said, would you mind taking a look? So I didn't know that it was worth mailing the gun to me, but that's what he did. He mailed the gun to me, and as it turned out, I just bought the gun from him because I wrote back and said, I'm 100% sure that it's fake. And let me go over some of the salient issues with this grip. First of all, the color is wrong. I already mentioned that. It's clearly the color is off. Now, what color should it be? Well, if you have a Walther, if you're a collector and you don't have a party leader, you just take any grip that is made for the PPK before about 1943. Then they went to a black grip, but gray, black, you know the drill. That's the color it should be, and a party leader grip should look about the same, other than the swastika and the eagle. So first was the color. Second, this one was a no-brainer because it has no insert. There's no metal insert. Here's what, this is actually a reproduction, I'll talk about that, but these are better repros because see that? It has the metal insert, and that's the way they should look. If you take a grip, this one's actually hard to see because, well, you can see it at the bottom, but the plastic covers part of the insert. You can see the metal insert on both sides and the back, and so the repros with the insert, they're a lot harder to tell. And of course, with black, the color is easier to match because it's just straight black. So this is a repro. This is a repro. The third thing that I saw on this one, again, the color's wrong. It has no insert. And it has air bubbles, clear air bubbles on the back. Black Widow grips. If you get repro Black Widow grips, one of the things you take them off and look at the reverse side, and you'll see little pockets of air bubbles. And on the bottom of this, you can see the air bubbles. Again, this is a quality repro. The color is right. It has the insert, and there's no air bubbles. Nonetheless, this is a repro. They're being made in Europe. And right here in the corner, there's an oval and the guy's initials who made them. So they're hitting the market, selling pretty well, and we have sold them. I clearly want to state, people sell their guns through us on consignment, and so yes, we have sold party leader grips on a gun to the public, and we always say they are reproduction. But the problem is, once we sell them, we don't know what the person who buys them, we don't know how they represent it when they go to sell them. So that's the reason I have this one. And the reason I have this one is because a guy sent it to me, a collector sent it to me and said, would you please authenticate this? So we determined it was repro. So I bought the gun. Here's the gun again. A nice PPK, made in about 1938. And I'm going to go ahead and put this grip on it and sell it to the public. Doesn't it look much better now? That's what it should look like. A 1938, 1939 PPK. Now it has a correct grip. These grips only cost about $300, $350. This one has a crack in it, so probably $300. So I'm going to go ahead and sell the gun, and I'm going to take this poor quality reproduction and I'm going to smash it. I'm also going to smash this one because I've actually had this for a while and I'm just now getting around to it. The guy who bought this originally, after he owned it for a while, he said, you know what, I'm not comfortable keeping this and I don't want to sell it to anybody because I'm afraid they're going to use it to rip somebody off. So perfect opportunity to take this one and this one. We're going to go outside and I'm going to smash them both live on camera so that you can watch me. Okay, this is our instrument of destruction. This is the first one I'm going to destroy, and the reason I'm destroying it is just a poorly made reproduction. And remember, I bought the gun. I'm going to put a regular, correct grip on it and destroy this one. So here we go. Does this have any value? Yeah, it has a little bit of value, but it's not worth it. Well, that was pretty easy. This one was the better quality. They're available on the internet. And the only reason I'm destroying it is because the guy who owned it gave it to me and asked me to get rid of it because he did not feel good about somebody buying it and making a killing on this. So it's gone. No doubt, these will not be used again. They are destroyed. Well, this is interesting. I never saw one from the inside, but you can clearly see the aluminum insert and that's how they're constructed, and it's in a U shape. But that gives you an idea of what they look like inside. Not sure I'll ever do that again, but in this case, it was extenuating circumstances. Make sure you comment below on what you think I should do moving forward with fake party leader grips. I can't destroy them all. They're out there, and people buy them, appreciate them, and I clearly have mixed feelings about it. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel because you never know what I'm going to do next.